Experience the excitement, the speed, the adrenaline of high-performance racing on an all-new vertical speedway. Introducing Top Thrill 2, the world's tallest and fastest triple-launch stratocoaster.
The highly anticipated Top Thrill 2 at Cedar Point is closed just a few days after its grand opening. The company that built that ride says mechanical modifications are needed.
All right, so here we go. First park of the 2024 road trip. We were gonna go to Cedar Point for Top Thrill 2, but that is just a big disaster waiting to happen. So we are going to try to ride every coaster in the state of Kentucky that's not named Malibu Jacks. So we are starting off with Kentucky Rumbler, my first time ever. We have Sophie. Say hi, Sophie.
Hi.
We have Amy somewhere in the back. She can't ride though, not yet. Find some trains, find some kiddie coasters. But for now, Kentucky Rumbler, first time.
My bars are being released.
Kentucky Rumbler, not a bad little mid-tier GCI. Not too rough. I'd say maybe like a 5 out of 10 on the rough scale. Not glossy smooth like Mystic Timbers, but nothing jackhammering at all. Also, I didn't realize they have a piece of Titan track over here, which is really, really nice. Like you really feel it smooth out right there. Decent airtime, especially on the first drop. Otherwise, good solid GCI twister. Nothing like top 100 or anything, but good solid ride. Okay, round 2 on the Rumbler. I've test ridden it. I've approved it for Sophie. How many credits you got now?
I don't know, like 200.
228 or so. She just rode the water ride while I test rode Rumbler. Sophie, review on the water ride?
Overall, it was pretty fun. It wasn't...
Did you get soaked?
No.
Okay.
Not really.
Well, then what's the point? But anyway, it was a good thing to do while I was making sure this wasn't too rough, but I think it's Rumbler time for Sophie. Do you give Kentucky Rumbler your stamp of approval?
Yes.
Yes. Not too rough?
It was a little wobbly, but it was pretty good.
Pretty crazy ride?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so. Second time around, I think that was better than the first time. Maybe there's more people on the train, I don't know. But Kentucky Rumbler, yeah, if you ever are in Kentucky and you're going from like Dollywood, Great America or something like that, stop by this place. It's a little bit pricey, but if you want to ride a big old GCI, check it out. Sophie, I'm spotting kiddie coasters in the wild. Not wacky worms, but spinny coasters. So last time I took Sophie on a Larson Tower was in Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
And I still think she hates me for it. So I think we'll be skipping that one. She wants to do the frog hopper instead. I'm not racing an enthusiast. Right, we found the wild mouse. Took us a while. It's actually behind the water park, but it looks pretty empty right now. This looks like it's stalled out. Come on, make it through. There you go. Sophie, wild mouse. Was that the coolest ride in the park?
Yes, actually. This is definitely a wild mouse worth riding.
Wild mouse. I can't say that. Why can't I say words? Wild mouse worth riding. So I apologize to Alex from South Coasters for screwing up our ride on the spinning mouse in Denmark.
We followed your plan.
And my plan failed, but I learned my lesson from that. Me and Sophie sat on the same side of the car, and once we started hitting the spinny switchbacks at the end, it was absolutely bonkers. And then we got some good airtime on the last little hill. So Wild Mouse, surprisingly good. Don't miss it. It's in the back. It's behind the water park. It's kind of hard to find, but don't miss it. It's a good one. Sophie, I think we're gonna have to take a big L on the spinning coaster because they're sitting up there. They keep saying it's closed. It said it was gonna be open in the front, but our quest to ride every coaster in Kentucky has been thwarted because of bad SBF visa maintenance or something. This is all the Kentucky Rumbler Beach Bend merchandise. This shirt right here is awesome, but they don't have it anywhere in stock, so that's kind of a bummer. Well, Sophie, we could not ride the spinning coaster, but we rode Thunderbolt.
Yep.
Was that bonkers?
Yes.
Forward and backwards, spinning, rocking cars. So we missed the credit, but we got something that was even better than that credit. So we were out of here. Beach Bend was fun. Only for about an hour and a half. One cool thing is if you have more than one person coming, instead of paying $52 for a ticket, if you just buy a season pass, look at that picture, isn't that nice? That looks like me, doesn't it? So if you just buy a pass, you can use a one bring a friend ticket. You can also have two half price tickets. So ultimately we got 3 people in for about $100 instead of paying $150. So we are headed out of here. We're gonna head up to Kentucky Kingdom. First time I've been there in 4 years. Gonna get some RMC, get some Hyper GTX, get some Kentucky Flyers. It's gonna be awesome. Well, here we are. This is the last stop. 2 hours later, we are up in Louisville. Somewhere over there is the amusement park, Kentucky Kingdom. This is also the Expo Center, so I don't know how far exactly we are, but we had to drive all the way around it to park. It's kind of annoying, so if you get here later to Kentucky Kingdom, you might have to park in a weird spot. Amy, look, it's your people. All right, we have made it to Kentucky Kingdom after all the goats. Almost left Amy there. Say hi, Amy. Say hi. We almost left Amy with the goats, but we decided that that'd probably be bad. So here we go. The park closes in about 3.5 hours. Let's see how much we can do there. Amy, you gonna ride any coasters here? I don't think so. So it wasn't until yesterday while we were driving to Beach Bend that I decided to just completely blow off Cedar Point. No Top Thrill 2. I'll wait till it's open. And come to Kentucky Kingdom for the first time in 4 years. And not just that, but Sophie's first time here too. So I gotta get Sophie some credits. She needs to catch up. She's only at 220 something, and that's just not acceptable. She's already 11. She doesn't have 1,000 credits yet. It's ridiculous. Well, this sign has definitely seen better days, but doesn't change the fact this ride is awesome. Very short line, I like it. Normally I have to wait in a humongous line for this. Sophie just took on a lightning run for the first time. Sophie, based on the fact that you were laughing like a crazy person the whole time, I think you liked it?
Yeah, I like it.
Was it pretty intense?
It's like right in the middle.
Right in the middle?
Yeah.
So you say like it's a good coaster or not a good coaster?
Oh, it's a good coaster.
Good coaster, okay. For me, my only complaint is the lap bar got really tight throughout the ride, which is, yeah, it's pretty typical. But in terms of forces and quick transitions and stuff, it's about as crazy as it gets. Now you've seen Storm Chaser in action, are you excited?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Storm Chaser. One of my favorite coasters in the entire world, sitting right here, and it looks like it is a walk-on. Storm Chaser, the ride with the crooked arrows, confusing everyone. Well, when I was here in 2020, I thought the ride kind of lost some of its edge. Edge is back. That was amazing. It was so nice we had to do it twice. Sophie's request. What was your review? Storm Chaser. Better than Twisted Colossus?
I think Twisted Colossus is better, but this was a close second.
What about Twisted Timbers?
No, Twisted Timbers is better.
Okay, well, she didn't like it as much as I thought she did. But anyway, Storm Chaser. Best ride in the park, by far. So Thunder Run, pretty much as I remembered it. Not too rough, although Sophie disagrees with that. But it was, you know, fun in the first third, and then after that, they just kind of phoned it in with all the straight track, and the turns were a little bit. I think that's what Sophie didn't like about it. The turns were a little bit rough. Sophie, full thoughts on Thunder Run?
It's not a good coaster.
Not a good coaster.
No, even if it wasn't janky, it's kind of boring.
Okay, I can respect that opinion. It was maybe a little bit rougher than it was in 2020, but yeah, the layout is just, you know, front loaded with good stuff, and then they just forgot to do the rest of it. I don't know. RCT autocomplete. It's a real thing, I guess. All right, Sophie, this one's a little bit more up your alley after Thunder Run. We'll take it down just a notch. The Rose United. Hey, I recognize you. You're
the coaster kid. Hey!
Yeah.
Is that weird to look at?
That's where I've seen you before. 4 years has passed, and Logan has no longer, his presence is no longer on the building. That's sad. So I did call Kentucky Flyer the worst gravity group coaster. After riding it, I don't know, I think that was pretty good. That it seems like it has just enough airtime to make you happy, but it just falls just a little bit short in terms of like being a really awesome ride. But it is for families, so I get it. Sophie was not that impressed. Sophie, what was weird about the ride, you said?
I like the lap bars, but the whole ride was like the same thoughts as Thunder Run. It was really janky.
Wow, okay. Well, okay, this ride was built in 2019. Thunder Run was built in like 1830, so I'm just saying it's a little bit of an age difference there. But I'm sure the Gravity Group will not appreciate you calling the ride janky. It's a brand new coaster.
It was really janky.
But then again, it is Gravity Group, so you know, they're known for that.
We're playing all the hits on Kingdom Radio. We want to thank you for coming out to visit.
So one thing you guys are probably missing today was T3. And if you look over here, you can see the T3 Boneyard. Just all the footers, one of the worst coasters ever built. And if you look over here, you can see all the track for T3. It's laid out in the parking lot where it can't hurt anybody. So anyway, this is a really cool perch found in the water park. You can get great if you use a Kentucky Flyer. Lightning runs way back there somewhere. Yeah, I came back here to see T3. Just give it, you know, one last goodbye. Farewell. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Get it, Amy, get it. That one. You did it, Amy, you got it. So one advantage of having this park owned by Hershon is they've introduced cinnamon bread to the park. That is an upgrade. Amy, are you ready? Cinnamon bread, oh, look at that. Amy's ready to dig in. Get it, Amy, get it. Yeah. That's what's up right there.
12 seconds later.
And just like that, it's gone. Well, Sophie, we shut the park down.
Yep.
Fun park?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kentucky Kingdom's pretty awesome. So, our goal was to ride every coaster in Kentucky that was not at Malibu Jack's. can still say we did as long as we exclude all SBF visas. We rode every coaster in Kentucky that was not an SBF visa today. What was the best one?
I forgot what it's called. Storm Chaser.
Storm Chaser. And then Lightning Run, Kentucky Rumbler.
Kentucky Rumbler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I can respect that. Kentucky Rumbler's pretty good, but the Lightning Run's, I think, is second. So, that is it. We are headed out. I will see you guys at Kings Island, best park in the country.